We're Jack and Megan, and for the past year and a half we've been making our way around Australia in our tiny home on wheels. We love the freedom that van life gives you to travel at your own pace, and quite often we really enjoy always being on the go. You know us, we gotta keep moving. But every so often we get little reminders to slow down, and this is how we've been parked up at the same campground for the past week. So we've taken this week to work on something we've always kind of struggled with on the road, and that's getting ourselves into a good routine. It's not every day that we're visiting pristine beaches or hiking giant waterfalls. Quite often our days look like this. So today we're bringing you along for a more typical day in the life on the road. Make sure you subscribe to join us on our travels every Sunday.
So, a little routine week has been including going for a walk every morning. Now, this campground is honestly amazing. The scenery here is spectacular. The pine trees and the dam are just next level. It's one of our favourite spots here in Atherton Tablelands.
And we got some stairs, so we really been able to pump it in the morning.
So we've been going for a walk every morning. Now, I'm the kind of person that does not want to wake up in the morning. I want to have breakfast first and then start my day nice and slowly. But Megan, on the other hand,
I just feel like you just set your day up so well if you just get up and go straight for a walk. So we compromise and we get up and we go straight for a walk.
right, can we have some brekkie, Megan?
You know, you could just eat your own breakfast and we could do separate workouts if you were that hungry in the morning.
No, couples that stick together stay together.
You mean codependency.
What are we having?
Okay, so we're having our little protein cakes that we've been having the last few days. I blend up a bunch of oats in the blender, so then we don't have to use the blender first thing in the morning, which I'm sure our camp neighbours are really happy about.
Yeah, actually, you know what happened last night? This is the first time this has ever happened. The bloke just over there, nice bloke. He was here last year when we were here. Check out his car, massive. He's got a full truck set up. He actually came over and said, hey, how you going, mate? I'm going to run the generator. I said, beautiful. I've got no battery left, so can I run the car as well? So we both ran our car and generator at the same time. So that was nice, eh?
That was very nice.
Because normally I'll get to a site and if someone's running a generator, I'll be like, oh my God, I don't want to listen to it. But because he came up, it was very nice. Anyway.
I couldn't really hear it over the sound of the rain anyway yesterday.
Yeah, I just went off on a bit of a tangent there, but anyway.
So I'll show you what goes into this recipe. So you start with a banana and mash it all up.
Sounds absolutely delicious.
It looks it too. Half a cup of egg white, half a cup of oat flour, 2 scoops of vanilla protein, about a teaspoon of baking powder and some ground cinnamon. A little bit of coconut oil in a pot, just put it in and then we put the lid on and we let it cook for about 5 minutes. Turn it out onto a plate.
Look at that.
Cut it in kind of half. Jack gets more because he's a big, strong boy. Top it with banana, bit of honey, walnuts, and yogurt.
We've been having this every single morning this week. We used to do it when we were living in a house. It was Megan's recipe. We'd make it up and we'd chuck it in the microwave and call it, what do we used to call it?
Just mug cakes.
Mud
Because
cakes.
we put it in a mug.
Yeah.
No, mug, not mud.
No, mug. M-U-G.
Yeah.
Yeah, mug
I guess they
cakes.
are kind of like mud cakes.
Yeah.
So.
You're probably thinking, why the hell are we not sitting outside enjoying the view? That's because every morning we sit down and watch YouTube and we absolutely love it.
It's just part of our routine now, so that's what we do.
All right, we haven't told you where we are. We're at Tinaroo Dam. Now, it is honestly the most spectacular campsite in the whole of Atherton Tablelands. We came here last year on the lap, but we could not score this campsite. It is waterfront real estate. But because it's so popular, we could only get it for one night, so we got to move today, unfortunately.
I feel like the people who are here next are sort of eyeing us off to get going.
They're actually sitting just up there watching it.
But usually in our daily routine, this would be the time that we would get to work on the laptop, but because we haven't had much solar over the last few days, that is what has been happening with the inverter, so can't charge the laptop, can't do any work, but we have a lot to do today anyway. That's all our laundry.
Holy moly.
So we're going to do laundry, bit of grocery shopping, dump in the toilet, fill up water, fill up gas, and I think that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Thankfully we're about a 25-minute drive into town, so that should give us a good chance to charge the batteries as well while we're driving.
Before we carry on with our daily routine, we just want to say a huge thank you to BetterHelp for sponsoring today's video. If you've been traveling with us for a while now, you'll know that I in particular have a few fears and anxieties with certain things. Now, we try and play that down in our vlogs, but to be honest, it actually does affect me on a daily basis. Your mental health is something that should be taken seriously. So if you think you're feeling stressed, depressed, anxious, or overwhelmed, BetterHelp is here to help. BetterHelp offers licensed therapists who are trained to help and listen to you. There's a broad range of expertise in BetterHelp's 20,000 plus therapist network that gives you access to help that may not be available in your area. You just fill out the questionnaire to help assess your specific needs, and then you get matched with a therapist in under 48 hours. Then all you do is schedule a secure video or phone session, plus you can exchange unlimited messages with your therapist, and everything you share is completely confidential. I've actually had a few sessions with my therapist Yvonne via phone, and we have now taken the steps to get me back on track. Both Megan and I have been implementing her advice into our day-to-day lives, and me in particular, one thing that stood out that Yvonne has taught me is stay off my phone an hour before bed. The blue lights in the screen do not help something in our brain, and she has advised me to read a book instead. And I can tell you right now, I am sleeping so much better because I have a lot of trouble with my sleep, and dropping the phone, reading a book for an hour has helped greatly. So I'm feeling so much better already. If you're not feeling comfortable or you don't think it's working with your chosen therapist, you can choose to request a new therapist at any time at no charge. If this is something you want to go look into, we've got a link in the description, betterhelp.com/Jack and Megan for 10% off your first month. That's better, HELP. Now guys, I have always wanted to get a therapist but never wanted to take the step. I finally have done it, and it is honestly the best feeling ever, and I feel like I'm definitely on track to conquering my fears and anxieties. So if you're thinking about it, definitely go click that link. Cheers guys, let's get back to the vlog. We're going to pack up and head into Atherton town. Now the reason we've actually come back here as well, not just because it's spectacular, but the last time we were here we worked out that the Atherton town is so RV friendly. They've got dump point, drinking water, laundromat, they've got gas refills, they've got everything. So we're going to head in there, try and get it all done, and head back to our not so primo site, but it's still pretty good.
If you've been traveling with us for a while, you probably know that we usually do our laundry at caravan parks. I was going to say at laundromats. We usually do them at caravan parks just because it's so much easier to then just put all the washing away straight away instead of just piling it into the car, which we're going to be doing today. But because we had so many other little things to do around town, we figured we may as well just get it done. And we're able to get a massive
load in there.
Yeah, so I think it'll end up being a little bit cheaper than doing multiple washing machines.
Hopefully it cleans well, but anyway, we're going to get some gas. Gas is all done. Hey, there's a laundromat right next door here.
Oh, you
and it's better.
Because the laundry's done already.
Is it?
Yeah.
All right, they stuffed the gas bulb up.
What do you mean?
They didn't know. I think it was a younger kid doing it, and all the gas is just pouring out when he screwed it on. I was like, whoa,
no.
This could be a disaster.
Hope he's not inhaling it.
But we got there in the end. Oh, how much was it? I think it was $20. That's actually quite expensive. Because I normally pay $15 for that. So, oh well, here's what it is. Inflation, mate. That's what it is.
Getting everything.
All right, let's go get the laundry. All right, I'm going to try and get it out all at once.
Well, I have one thing in there that can't go in the dryer though.
Which one?
The two in the garment bags.
Look at this one.
Oh my god.
All right.
That's so embarrassing.
Straight in the dryer, mate. Pillowcase on the floor.
Oh no.
We have been absolutely loving Atherton Tablelands. It was somewhere I couldn't wait to get to. Even when it's raining, I don't know what it is. It's just so nice, the scenery, the fresh air, the fresh food, mate. Just absolutely loving it. We've stopped at Woolies to have some food. Why are we having food?
We haven't stopped at Woolies to have some food. We've come to do our grocery shop, but we made a pact to try and never go shopping hungry, or at least never go into towns hungry either, because we get really tempted by the fast food, and going grocery shopping as well, we'll get all the junk food. So
yeah, somebody likes to buy chocolate and somebody likes to buy chips. So we're eating exciting apple with yogurt.
it's yummy. I'm telling you, you have a bit of apple, dip it in some yogurt, and if you want to get really fancy, put some cinnamon on top. It tastes like apple pie.
Groceries done, laundry's done. Now, for the most common thing we do besides food shopping, it is drinking water. Now, drinking water can be hard to find sometimes, but we don't have that much trouble, especially in a town like Atherton, when they have potable water ready to go on a hose and dump point. So I'll show you where our water hookup is. So I've set it up. So we got a 45 litre tank underneath, and this is our inlet here. So I'll just take that off, fill it up. Tank sits under there nicely, for anyone that's wondering. And we've got a 10 litre tub inside the car for emergencies, which we've actually used. So got to fill that up as well. And as for the dump point, you don't want to see that, believe me. All right, I said I wasn't going to show you, and I'm keeping my promise. I'm not going to show you. But for anybody that's new to this or about to go traveling, this is something that I didn't know, that these things existed. I didn't know anything about it. So if you're new here and you're wondering how it's all done, this is how it's done. So there's these easy dump points scattered all around Australia. Now this one is a good one because they've got water. They've got water right there to clean your mess up after. Some in the outback do not have water, and they are honestly disgusting. They're honestly not nice at all. But this is pretty much what you look for. They're called an easy dump point with the blue lid. And this one's clean at the moment, so I'll show you. But pretty much you dump your toilet down there, and yeah, it's not very pretty, but it's got to be done. And I guess there's more positives than negatives when you're full-time traveling. But yeah, I'm going to dump the toilet. Nothing to see here.
So it's now 2 o'clock, so about 3.5 hours it took us to do all of that stuff in town, which is not too bad. But now we have to clean up this disaster in here because it's real bad.
We go on and on about how sussed out we have it with the fit out in the Troopy, but if we're going to be brutally honest, it's not very
There's
sussed.
only so much you can do.
It's pretty sussed out, but just somehow it always gets messy, eh? I think we're just being incompetent, and we should just put the stuff away straight away, but we're not.
No, but you would have to pop the tent to do that, so I feel we'll like to do it comfortably anyway, and that looks a bit odd in the middle of town. Okay, Finally, it's clean. I'm always so surprised at how long it takes because it's such a small space, but it just takes ages. Although we did have like 2.5 weeks worth of washing to put away just then.
It's so much better now.
So starting our work day a lot later than expected, but this is what it looks like in here about 70% of the time.
So Megan and I don't really sit outside the Troopy much. We're sitting in here, Megan's on her laptop and I'm on my phone. I'm replying to emails. Megan's editing.
I do all the editing and Jack does everything else. He's also the house husband, so he'll cook every single dinner. He'll do dishes every single day just so I can get some extra time in to edit.
And I think it's fair.
Yeah, I think it works.
I enjoy the cooking and cleaning and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, so this is what it looks like, guys. We're pretty much just in here working away.
And if we didn't have all that stuff to do in town today, we would have just been in here flat out all day today.
But yeah, we're going to do some, well, we got heaps to do today.
Yeah, we're not even going to get through half of what I had planned for today, but just do a little bit is enough.
Alrighty, while Megan's chugging away there, I'm going to make dinner. So tonight we're having burrito bowls. Now, we've had burrito bowls for the whole time we've been living on the road. It's a cheap, easy meal and it's healthy. So if you want to see how it's made, go check it out on our website. Megan will, where are you going to link it?
I think it's there.
It's basically just carrots, zucchinis and a whole bunch of beans.
Yes, but tonight we're having it with potatoes because we've got the fire. So we just
it's cranking.
Throw the potatoes on the fire and it's just like a stuffed burrito-y potato. It's just so good.
Oh, it is honestly delicious. Here you go, Megan. Here's your dinner.
Potato.
Potato.
Thank you, that looks good. Okay.
Alright, moment of truth. Cut her up.
So crispy.
Listen to that.
We never did. Oh, I don't think it's cooked properly.
Oh,
actually, no, that's good.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's cool.
Alright, so what we do is we do that.
Split it in half, get some slop.
Every single time our food looks like slop. Get it in there.
And what's good about this, because we used to eat it just on rice, but we would eat a lot of this, but now this can last like 4 meals. If we do a bunch of potatoes whenever we have a fire, then, or we can have it on rice another day as well. And then we top it with some red onion and some tomato.
Guys, this is
some cucumber.
This is honestly amazing.
And then we've even got some avocado tonight.
Delicious.
And then you can do sour cream if you want. I'm going to be honest, it's much nicer with sour cream, but save some calories.
Having our yucky yogurt.
It's not yuck.
Actually, it's going to be pretty good.
That looks good. Look at that.
That is brilliant.
I do a lot more toppings.
Hey.
I'll chuck some more toppings on there as well. But we've just been sitting down and watching the sunset, and all we can think about is how good it would have been from that site that we were on this morning. This one's still pretty good, but it would have been magic.
It would have been good.
But we wouldn't sit outside anyway because we're going to watch YouTube over dinner anyway.
Just like we do for breakfast, we watch YouTube over dinner as well.
Or Netflix, but now Stranger Things is done, so at least we're done with the Netflix now. But the good thing about watching YouTube is you don't really get that, we'll just watch one more episode sort of thing that Netflix gives you. Unless you're watching our channel, then you want to keep watching more, right?
Classic.
So the last thing we do at night, work-wise, as a team, we will post to Instagram. We try and do it every day that we have reception. Doesn't always work out that way, but yeah, we'll either try and post a reel or a set of photos, and I'll edit them and get them all set up, and then we try and do the captions together as a team.
I'll normally do the caption. I'm pretty good at it.
You're much better than me.
But it starts arguments. Yeah. That's how annoying captions are.
Well, it's just like, sometimes you just want to let a photo be a photo, but I think anyone who posts Instagram regularly will know exactly how annoying captions can be.
They can be annoying. So yeah, that's the last thing we'll do as a team, and then what will happen is I'll go up top and Megan will stay down below. You can show us how it's done.
Okay, so
it's a bit squishy in here.
Put the laptop on charge.
Yep.
Thank you.
2,
there.
3. This is literally
every night.
This is every night. So Megan will lay back. Take your laptop.
Thank you.
And then what I'll do, I'll pull down the bed. You're probably not going to see much up here, but get a light on. And
Step up there.
I'll step up. And I'm up.
Little cubby house.
And I'll chill up here and eventually fall asleep. I fall asleep a lot quicker than Megan does, so she stays down and she becomes a little owl.
But the battery will usually cut out before I'm actually finished for the day, so
Yeah.
I guess it's kind of like a good thing because it forces me to go to bed. Otherwise I'd probably stay up all night editing. But yeah, that's pretty much how the day goes.
That's how it goes, guys. So yeah, I'll probably just fall asleep straight away, to be honest. I'm knackered.
Yeah, it's kind of felt like, I don't know, I feel like we haven't done much today, but at the same time it's also felt like we've done a lot as well. I think it's because everything just takes so much longer when you're living in a car.
Yeah, I feel knackered. I don't even know why. But I guess we did do a lot today, eh?
I guess, kind of.
Yeah.
Okay, battery's dead. Lasted until 9:15, so didn't get quite as much done as I wanted to do, but oh well. Forces me to go to sleep anyway, so good night.